Alright guys, we are at an old R22 temp star unit. This guy's getting estimates to replace these units, but it's going to be a while, probably towards the end of the summer when he can do it. So he's been having problems. This system's got zoning on it, and when this thing runs for a real long time, it's cooling, but he's got this comfort alert diagnostic protector on here and the time delay board and all that. And what's happening is on real long run times, when we get into this 94, 95 degree weather, I hear the thunder and I can feel that cool breeze coming. So let's see how quick I can get this done. It, for some reason, thinks that the contactor is actually seized and stuck shut, and will drop the power to everything and shut it off. When everything actually is working fine, the contactor is not seized. It's just those real long run times, for whatever reason, it started doing that. Gotten a contactor alert, so the contactor just opened. So I'm assuming we have dropped our call for Y from inside. We'll check the voltage real quick. But the plan is, this is a straight AC unit. So yeah, we've lost our call from inside. This thermostat wire is coming in. This is our load management box here. There's another one on that unit, and that's mandatory in this municipality. But you have to have those. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bypass, disconnect all this stuff, and we're going to wire this thing up as if it's just a straight AC unit. This is, they don't make these, or you can't get them, I think, what our guy was saying, for this unit anymore. So I'm just taking this out, and he's got digital thermostats, he's got zoning, so there's a purge, there's time delays in the thermostats, so he doesn't really need this time delay board out here, and he doesn't need this out here if it's going to think that the contactor's seized just because it's on a long run time on a real long hot day, because it's zoning. So you got two different thermostats. If one's always calling, this thing just runs and runs and runs, and that's what's going on with it. So we're going to take this stuff out and get rid of it, and we're going to wire this thing up like a regular system, straight AC, and then we're going to get out here and give him an estimate on replacing this unit. And sometime towards the end of the summer, I think that's what he's going to do. So he's not interested in trying to do any repairs on this thing. So we've got a Y right here, or an R, which is hot because it's powering this thing. So I'm going to snip that off, and then we're going to put the wire nut back on it, so we don't have a short out here. He's not home, so I can't get into the house. We were here late last night after hours, and this is what I've come back to do, get this thing out of the circuit. So anyway, so we'll get that wire out of there. So we've got our Y and our common. This is breaking Y, going back through this load management box, bringing it back right here, which the contactor just called again. So there we go. One of the zones just came back on. But we're going to get all this stuff out of here so that it's not a problem. I mean, I'm going to leave this in here, but it's just not going to be doing anything or dropping Y out anymore or anything like that. So this is our common. It goes back and connects there. So, and then it comes back and connects to this. So I'm going to take that and cut it. We're going to put a wire nut there. And then we'll make sure we run our pressure switches and make sure it comes back through the, basically it's just going to at this point go through the pressure switches, then back to the contactor like a typical setup. So this Y is no longer needed there, so we're going to get rid of that. Get this thing out of here. still, you know, the common run and start for the compressor will still go through there. But now that this thing is taken out of the low voltage circuit, it's not going to cut anything off. And we're going to make sure we bring our Y back through there. And it's going to go through here, back into the unit. And it's going to go back there. And it should run just fine that way. I'm going to check this capacitor because that thing is hot and obviously did not get mounted properly. It's not grounded. So let me check, make sure. I know I've got the breaker off, but I still want to double check each of my legs of power here because I don't want to get lit up. We'll check this capacitor real quick. Yeah, just sat it down in here. It's a 50 by 5 and there's thunder. That fan motor's been replaced, so we've got a 5 on that fan motor. Let me check this thing real quick, and if it tests okay, I'll put it back in. And we will go get a strap. So it's a 55 and it's reading 53. So we're gonna let it ride. We've got our, where that white wire is coming from. This is our common. This is our Herm. Going into the compressor, and I'm going to guess this white is going to be our common coming off the fan. And then we've got our fan speed right there. Let me go get a strap real quick, and we'll get that thing strapped down properly. Okay, so got that done. Now I just need a couple of screws. This capacitor mounted correctly, and we'll be done. Like I said, this guy's not home, so I kind of had an idea what I needed to come back and do. But I'm gonna put this right there. Wire. Let me get a self-tapping screw. I have got a very loud storm starting to barrel down. Dark back the other side of the house, and I can hear the thunder. So that weather pattern around here, hot and damn storms. And I did not cut that long enough, I guess. Use that little hole right on the end. See if that gives me that extra little inch that I need to get a screw in over here, and it did. That's looking fine. So there we go. So hopefully this will get him where this thing will stay on long and get him through the summer and not keep having these problems. Thermostat is calling. But yeah, this thing was just intermittently dropping out, thinking that the contactor was welded when it's not. On long run times, it was just interpreting that with zoning and real hot weather. As thing's been on for a long time, the contactor must be welded. That's one of the faults, the alert faults it'll give you on the flash on that thing, if you've ever seen these comfort alerts. And that's what I'm talking about, and it'll drop the voltage to the contactor and shut the unit off, that kind of stuff. So where are we at? Yeah, there's the different alerts, but failed compressor contactor is failed closed, thinking that it's welded shut when it's not. So it is what it is. It's an old unit, he's gonna get them replaced. You got some pretty good life out of them. So let's turn this breaker back on. Let me put a zip tie on that stuff a little bit and clean it up. I don't want to get in here and pinch a wire or something putting the door back on. So that'll be okay until, he said about August, September, we're going to come out and replace these units. He just needs another month or so to get his funds in order. So with that said, let's turn the get that wire out of the way. Tuck those over there, and back on. Hold on just a second. I think I saw a mistake that I made. Yeah. Oh, can't be in a hurry, guys. I'm not mistaken. Herm. Goes on Herm. I stuck it on fan. So there you go. Making the mistakes happens. Checking them before you leave, on the other hand, doesn't always work out. Some people leave that stuff and get in the truck and leave. So yeah, that's why the compressor didn't start. Now we're cooking with grease. Approximately, stickers all faded, but if I'm not mistaken, this unit's about 17 years old. So temporary band-aid to hopefully buy him a little more time, and hopefully we'll see him in a couple of months and we'll come out here and replace these units. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe, appreciate you watching. Have a good one. It's summer, and hey, this is when the money is made. You guys have a good week.